Hey everyone, welcome to the Mobile User Acquisition Show. In the Mobile User Acquisition Show, we feature interviews with the smartest folks in mobile and growth who share invaluable, actionable, tactical insights on every aspect of mobile growth and marketing, not to mention some adjacent areas just as well. The Mobile User Acquisition Show is presented by me, Shamant Rao, CEO of the mobile growth marketing firm Rocketship HQ, and produced by Karishma Sundaram, our superstar content marketing manager at Rocketship HQ. Each episode includes strategies, tips, and pointers from the leading edge of mobile growth marketing that you can use to unlock tremendous growth for your app in a sustainable and capital efficient manner.
It's been just over a month since Apple pulled the trigger on ATT in iOS 14.5, while ATT adoption is still not very close to 100%. Certainly, all of us have been testing various channels on ATT iOS 14.5. Today, I wanted to highlight some of the key changes that have come to Google UAC and some of the big challenges we are seeing thus far. Let's jump right in. I'm going to go over 8 different changes and some of the challenges that we're seeing. Number 1, we are able to run campaigns and optimize for events without Firebase. So Google's earlier guidance seemed to have been that you will need Firebase to run campaigns on iOS 14, but we are seeing that that is not necessary, at least as of today. Google does not have dedicated iOS 14 campaigns either, like some of the other platforms do. And iOS campaigns continue to be able to track and optimize for events that are imported from your MMP, at least as of today, at least as of now. Number 2, there are way more modeled events. So Google has been clear that most of the events that are actually reported in your dashboard will be modeled based on the machine learning models applied to their first-party data primarily, and also based on performance of consented users within apps that have the AdMob SDK. Also considering that Google's owned and operated apps have decided not to show the ATT prompt. Again, this is not a completely new development, considering that search campaigns on iOS have been modeled for some time now. We talked about this in our episode from March 2020 titled, "Well, I don't see my Google UAC installs in my MMP." Really, this is how we explained it, because search traffic from iOS campaigns was not seen in MMPs. It was just seen in Google, and these metrics were modeled at that point of time, since that point of time. So modeled metrics aren't completely new, but there's going to be a lot more of it going forward. Number 3, there's going to be no hard cap on 8 campaigns within Google UAC. Google's original guidance was that we would be able to run no more than 8 campaigns. However, now we see we are able to run more than 8 campaigns just now. To be honest, performance is such a mess that we have hardly needed to make use of this provision just now. But this is useful to keep in mind, especially if you're a global advertiser across many geos that does need to have traffic from Google right now. Number 4, there's no tROAS bidding, only tCPA and tCPI. So again, this is somewhat known and expected, because Google's guidance has been around this for a while now. Again, I don't expect this to be a huge loss, because not many folks were using tROAS thus far, at least not very successfully, at least until this point. Number 5, there is no such thing as conversion value mapping or setup. So this was a huge surprise for myself and our team. There has been no clear or obvious way to map conversion values via SKAd network or to optimize for these metrics. If we look at Google's official guidance, it says, you can easily implement SKAd network solution by upgrading to the latest version of Google Analytics for Firebase. This will automatically register your apps for SKAd network attribution and help you measure first open conversions for consented users. And what about post-install events for non-consented users? There's the implication that the data will be modeled, and certainly we are able to see other metrics post-install events in the Google dashboards, but it's not exactly clear as to how these are arrived at, as to how the modeling is done. So that's certainly been a surprise, at least as of this point of time. Number 6, there's no way to plug in MMPs, at least right now. At least as of now, there seems to be no way to use an MMP to pass conversion values to Google for optimization or to receive performance data based on SCAD network for reporting within an MMP. Google's guidance says, alternatively, you can use another SDK that supports SCAD network or implement SCAD network's API or implement Apple's SCAD network API yourself, but it doesn't quite explain how you would do this. There's no documentation around this. Another point, Google's guidance says app attribution partners, AAPs, will have access to the same information of SCAD network conversions and app campaign conversions. However, AAPs will not receive attribution claims on modeled conversions. So you will see differences between app campaigns, SCAD network, and AAP reporting, which frankly sounds like a bit of a mess, but at least it seems to be coming, although we don't have any timelines around this just now, and a lot of this frankly remains very opaque. Number 7, reporting is a huge mess. So there is an SCAD network report that you can access within the Google Ads dashboard. You go into reports, other SCAD network conversions. However, this report appears bereft of much meaning or usefulness, at least as of right now. We can see metrics that Google calls SCAD network conversions and SCAD network conversion values segment, but it's unclear exactly what these metrics are because Google doesn't even let us explicitly define SCAD network conversion schemas, and it does not let us plug into MMPs to do so. Additionally, the SCAD network conversion value segment is just not defined anywhere. We just don't even know what that means. Right now, given the challenges with SCAD network reporting, what we are recommending is to use the main Google Ads dashboard to track Google's modeled conversions, at least until we have more clarity around SCAD network reporting. Number 8, Google has said to expect a 5-day delay in the reporting of data. Now, this is surprising because Facebook and other platforms have generally advised on a delay of up to 3 days. And again, this 3 days is somewhat understandable because of the way SCAD network timers work within Apple. So the 5-day delay is definitely surprising and frustrating just because we don't understand why this is the case and why Google needs to have this happen, right? So those have been the 8 big changes that are coming to Google Ads. And if I have sounded slightly frustrated and annoyed on this episode, it's because I am. I do hope some of this can change. So in summary, these are the big changes. 1, we're able to optimize campaigns, run campaigns without Firebase. Number 2, no hard cap on 8 campaigns. 3, way more modeled events. 4, no tROAS bidding, only tCPA, tCPI. 5, no such thing as conversion value mapping or setup or within SCAD network for Google. Number 6, no way to plug in MMPs. Number 7, reporting is a huge mess, as are a lot of other things just now, to be honest. Number 8, there's a delay of up to 5 days in reporting. Overall, what's clear is also that performance, even the model numbers, aren't the best for a lot of folks that we speak with. So we are actually going easy on Google Ads right now, but we are hopeful, we are optimistic that things will change because Google has far too big of an inventory on iOS to really walk away from this. So we will keep our ears close to the ground. Please stay tuned. Thank you.
For more tips, pointers, and strategies from the leading edge of mobile user acquisition, subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, or check out our blog, rocketship.hq.com/blog.